Hey, hello there, and welcome back to Build with the Boys. It's weird, right? I'm not in the room, but there's a reason for that. So Doll's house has got so big now, it's not practical to finish it in the room that I've been building it in. So we've moved it downstairs to where it's going to live. So it's got a spot it's going to live down here. So we moved down here to finish it down here. Because having to rotate it and turn it and it's just not practical. So it's a bit weird. I'm not in the original surroundings, but yeah, it'll be all right. In this one, this does not look fun, right? I've been dreading this one. So for some context, the reason why this took so long is there's a little wooden piece, tiny little wooden piece that I mislaid, right? And I know I haven't thrown it out, but I don't know where it is. So I had to reorder the issue to get it to turn up to do this. So I sat down about 3 weeks ago to do this, was ready to go, and had to stop immediately because I literally couldn't go any further. And I was like, oh, come on. So I had to put an order in for one to come through. It was a whole thing. But we're done now. So I've taken today off work. I've got a holiday that's owed to me. So I've taken the day off with the intention of I'm finishing the doll's house. Now, I know that this issue, and certainly the next one, are going to take a long time. So I think I might have been optimistic. So I'm going to try and get as many out today. So if you're thinking, well, where are they then, Scott? Well, I've got to edit them and whatnot and upload them. So chances are I'm probably 9 or 10 ahead by the time you see this one. But by the time it's edited and uploaded and whatnot, they are just going to keep coming between now and Saturday. If I can get them all on today, brilliant. But between now and Saturday, all of the remaining Doll's House will go up on the channel. It's just how quick they'll upload. But for the next two look evil. I hate Allen bolts. Hate them. Allen bolts and Allen keys, I hate them. I've also got enormous hands, right? Honestly, like freakishly big hands, like ridiculously big hands. Like, that's not perspective, they genuinely are bigger than my head. So this isn't going to be easy for me. This is going to be a bit of a nightmare. I am sorry that it's taken me so long to bring these out to you. I really am. Just life has been, well, it's been life, and it's gotten in the way. And I'm so sorry. I know some of you have been waiting. I know some of you are like, come on then, Scott. You're like, you've got us hooked and now you've left us. I am so sorry. But we're there now. We always plan to finish it in May. Today is May. We're going to finish the Doll's House today. And it's going to be emotional. It's going to be emotional. But without further ado, let's get this one open. Let's look at our pretty bits, which is our last doll. We're getting Alice today. So we're about to have a look at that one. So let's get back into it. Here's our pretty. Now this is, there you go, inevitable that she's going to fall over. So this is a top-heavy doll. So it's never going to stand up on these tiny little feet. I mean, it'll stand for a while, but I think it's inevitable she's going to do the world's slowest forward flip. She'll get there. I can see she's going. And there we go. So it's a problem. But much like Winnie the Pooh and a little bit like Olaf, we'll adjust her feet a little bit, and if needs be, we'll sort her feet and her legs out so she will stand. Because I mean, I can see she's going. See? It's what it is, but that's Alice. That's the last of the main dolls for the house. We do still have two more. So we've got Anna and Elsa as well, which were the last two premiums. Those will be coming up in the next issue. But without further ado, let's get back into this. Let's get this house finished. Okay, it's taken the part marked A2. We're going to take this one here. It's got the unique piece on the end. It's going to fit over there and over there. I'm going to screw these in with Allen bolts. I'm not a fan of Allen bolts. If you watch my Titanic videos, you'll know exactly how much I don't like Allen bolts. And this is going to be a bit of a nightmare because these are going in the back, and the tiny gap that you're going to have to tighten these up is not going to be easy. So what I'm going to do is tighten these completely, see if I can get it to fit, and then judge how much I need to loosen it, and then loosen it a little bit, try it again, loosen it a little bit, try it again, until it fits in. So I've only got to do a quarter or a half turn, because if you have to turn this 3 or 4 times in that tiny gap, it is going to take a long time, and it's going to be very, very frustrating. So trust me on this one. This is how you want to do this. Tighten it, fit it, loosen it a bit, try it, loosen it a bit, try it until you get it to fit. Once it fits, then you've only got to do like a half turn or a quarter turn. That's it. As opposed to having to do 3 or 4 revolutions of these screws in a tiny gap, blind, because that'd be a nightmare. But that's the first one. Let's get the others done. So, taking the piece marked A1, and take one of these, I'm going to turn that on there like so. And we're going to pop in on the screws here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Allen bolt. Never have been, never will be. And I already know tightening these, as I've said, tightening these up on the back is going to be a bloody nightmare. So I'd rather tighten them as tight as they are than keep loosening them until it just fits. And then I don't have to tighten them so much when we get them on. I hope that makes sense. It will when you see where we're going. Because I think even to do a half turn on these and that tiny gap is going to be difficult. So I'd rather get them where they need to be and then just keep slightly loosening them until it fits. So there we are. Okay. Okay, so now taking our piece marked A4, I'm going to take this one here, and that's going to sit over there, like so. Only one Allen bolt going into this one, thankfully. So that's going to slot down. There's something else is going to be going in here, though. It'll look nice when it's done. That's what we got to tell ourselves when it comes to these annoying bolts. And I already know this is going to be an absolute chore doing this. This is why I've had to move downstairs, because I'm lucky I've got a very large build room, but the house is now very, very large, and moving around it and having to keep spinning it around being a nightmare. So it's that one fitted. It's now taking this tiddly little one, taking this piece and having this notch facing upwards with these notches facing outwards. I'm going to pop that one in there, and that's going to screw into here. Let's get it started. There we go. And now let's loosen a little. There we go. So that's that one in. Now we take the piece that's got the large gap in it, making sure you got the orientation around the right way. So these notches are bottom facing to us. We're going to take this piece here. It's going to sit over there. And we're going to screw this in place. There we go. So hopefully we're nearly done with this. Well, this stage. Okay, so that's that one in. So this is the piece we're going to be fitting first. Now what they want us to do, well, you'll remember, where this groove is the bottom. So what they want us to do is they want us to apply wood glue along here, 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 to get it to hold. Now I have been a sneaky little rascal and measured to make sure mine fits and just adjusted it accordingly. So that is the maximum I need to get this to fit. And then hopefully it's only 1 or 2 revolutions to turn it. I'm going to get this wood glued up. We'll take a look, then we'll go and install it. So that's glued up. Good. Now we're going to the back of the house to install this. This is the section we're going to install this into. And it is these 2 points here we're going into, I believe. So this will fit over these, slot down, and then we just got to wiggle it in. So persuasion is going to be key here. So that's that down. We fit that over and under. There we go. Push that in now. I am going to have to tighten that bloody Allen bolt, but there we go. We're in. So we're going to tighten the Allen bolt. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is trial and error. See, look at the size of my hands, and that's where I've got to get that Allen key down there and start doing this to tighten it up. Insanity, but that's what they want us to do. So I'm going to get that done. That was horrendous. Right, but we're in now, so it's tightened up, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing we've got to go all the way along there. That's not going to be fun. It is what it is. Let's move on. So with this one glued, we're going next to this one. Now, again, I've tightened this up fully, so I'm leaving this so you can see if it will or not. If it just folds in, then there's no reason to mess around with what we were doing. But if not, well, oh well. No, we're going to have to loosen that, I think. Are we? Are you going to get away with it, Scott? We might get away with it. Now, I'm going to have to loosen a little bit to get it to fit. Go, and I barely had to loosen that from fully tight. Now, it is a little loose, so I'm going to have to tighten this up, but that's fine, because I barely have to do anything. It's like maybe a half or a quarter turn on each one, rather than having to turn it 3 or 4 times blind, because that's what we're doing. Let's get that done. Okay, so we've got this one glued up, and we're heading to the back to fit this final back piece on. So this is where we are now going. It's been interesting, this. Right. I've put that on the wrong way round. Yeah. Stupid mistake, but mistake nonetheless. But there you go. I mean, like I said, I like to leave the mistakes in so you can see that I'm not bloody perfect. I make mistakes as well, you know? Occasionally. Right, so again, can we get away with it? Oh, maybe. Maybe. Needs a tiny loosen, maybe half a revolution, so I'll get that done. There we go. So, that's the back done. Lovely stuff. Now, swear by that, honestly, rather than trying to get in there, because this is what you're going to be doing, you'll be trying to go in there blind and turn. It's going to take ages. Tighten it as much as you can. Fit it, loosen it a little bit, fit it, loosen it until it'll go. And then all you've got to do is literally, it's one turn and it tightens it up rather than having to do all that. You don't want to do all that. That's a bloody nightmare. There must have been an easier way to do this. That wasn't fun. That wasn't fun. I think the other side of it won't be as bad as this was. That might be famous last words, but I think this little gap here, that's lunacy, trying to get things to fit in there. Because this is the back, in my opinion, we should have just had little plugs. You could have made ornate pieces that went round here, or a strip that covered it all once it was done, but you should have just screwed in from this side with normal screws. That would have been easier, but it's what it is. It's what it is. Let's move on. Okay, so we're doing the tiny piece next. Same again, same principle. So that's way too tight. Right, so we'll loosen that one up. I'll show you me doing this. Give it a small loosen, just so it'll fit. That's the wrong bloody way round. I put it on upside down. Christ, that's twice I've done. I put it the wrong way around. Let me sort that. I haven't put it the wrong way around. It's just me being an idiot. It's the right way around. It's just that. It's snug. Wow. Bloody hell. That's really snug. There we go. There we go. Down you go. You are going to fit over. Okay. Okay, that one in. That one's snug. That's good. Snug is good. And this one shouldn't be so hard to tighten because that's a bit blurry. Shouldn't be so hard to tighten because at least there's a little room and we can see what we're doing. So we're going to tighten that one up. So this is the piece we need next. And this is going to the side of the house we first started working on by the electrics. It's going to go in, slide across. They don't need to glue this one because we're going to screw it to that piece of stand, should we call it, that we just put in. Now this one should be the easiest one we're going to put in because it's got free access at the moment, so this shouldn't be so bad. So this is where we're going. We're taking our L piece here. There are two slots just behind here. It's going to drop in and slot down. Let's get that in. And push it right across. It's nice and snug. And then we should be able to put a screw straight through there. So let me grab a screw. Let's get that done. Okay, so we should be able to turn this fully. We can. Sorry, my massive hands are blocking the way. It's a curse. I have my fists look like E.T.'s head. That's how big my hands are. So this hasn't been the easiest. This has been, I would say, the hardest issue to date for me. The other ones, even the door, if you remember way back when we built the front door, I didn't find that tough. This, because of the size of my hands, the restrictions that I've got, man, not easy. Okay, so that is now tight as it's going to get. That's it. Right, so that's that one in. Next, we're going to move on to this piece here. Right, so we've got that one in, and we've tightened the screw as well. So we're in, we're good. I'm not enjoying these Allen bolts, I'm really not. Let's move on. Okay, back to these. We can take another one of these ones. It's the A1. Take this piece here, and that's going to sit over there like so. Now, there are 3 screw holes, but we are only preparing it with 2. So we're using this one here. It's going to go into there. Tighten this up by hand as much as I can so I don't have to use that bloody key. There we go. Let's grab the key, finish it off. Okay, and then one more in here. I wish you all the very best with this. Now, I see some of you already finished your houses, so I'd be curious if you enjoyed the bolts as much as I did. That's that one prepped. Right, let's get the next one. Okay, so taking the stubby piece here and this piece here this way round. Again, we'll go into use more Allen bolts. Honestly, this is my idea of how these Allen bolts. I've absolutely loved the doll's house. This issue can burn. It's the one thing I hate about all models, about everything. I am complaining too much. You'll see, I'm normally really positive about everything. You would have known that. I mean, you've been with me for 108 issues now. But when it comes to Allen bolts and Allen keys, nope. Nope. There must have been an easier way to do this. But, I don't know, I chose on this way. No idea why. Alright, let's get this one tightened up. Okay, both of those prepared. Using a prep glued this one, I'm going to apply this to the side of the house. This is where we are going. Again, I'm doing this completely bloody blind. There we are. Right. Slot this one down. Might need to loosen it. No, I don't think so. I think that'll go. There we 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 go. Okay. And in. Now we've got to tighten up these bolts. That's that done. Right, so nice easy bit next. We're taking this piece here marked T and we're going to apply some glue to it. So no Allen bolts. Hey! I just felt the earth get a little bit lighter. Right, I can go across there like that. And across there. Get some of these grooves because we're going to sit on the beams. There we go. And we're going to apply this to the house. So this piece is going to sit over all of our beams here and down into the foundations now. I'm sorry for that snug. So this is going to take some wiggling. There we go. Wiggle. There we go. Down, down, down. And there we have it. Nice. This is where we're working next. And like an idiot, I jumped ahead and glued this in the last time we did this. So I've kind of hobbled myself here. You won't have to be as unfortunate as me because you'll be smart enough not to think you know better and listen to the instructions. But this one's going to slot down in there and then we're going to slide across. And it will leave you plenty of space to do it because you wouldn't have done the genius thing I did and put that in first. So let's get this installed. So that's that one done, and it was a miserable experience. I've loved every single doll's house so far, with the exception of that one. That one sucked. I did not enjoy that at all in the slightest. My hands are not built to do that. They're just not. So it was... There is 100 easier ways that could have been done than the way they've got us to do it. That's insanity. That's the least practical way to do this, which is bizarre. I mean, Japan are normally quite efficient when they do things, but not this time. That wasn't fun. I did not like that at all. I'm not happy with it. They're not as tight as I want them to be, so I am gonna go around and tighten them up. I don't want to, but I'm gonna. But that was a grind. That took way longer than I thought it was going to take as well. So, am I going to get all 13 done today? Yes, I'm keeping the faith. I still think I can do it. I'm optimistic. I'm keeping the faith. But that's all for this one. If you enjoyed that, please remember to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And I'll be back very soon with issue 109. Until then, take care and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.